Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Chicago Cubs.
Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Chris Flexen.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ready to go now? Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Fastball for a strike. And this one is off and running.
One.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Off balance throw in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Mason Wynn.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Mason Wynn, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Flexen goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. 1 out, base is empty. And now 2-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kicks and fires. That's way outside. And that's ball 3. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now Wilson Contreras. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a ball. 1-2.
That's off the mark. The count now 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Suzuki puts it away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. That's to third. He gets there with the slide. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. The Cards leave 1. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. Our starting pitcher in this one, Matthew Liberatore. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight. They start to aim the baseball. But for some reason, he gets looser. The ball comes out of his hand with more life. And he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That's to third. Gets it to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Kyle Tucker stands in now and watches strike 1. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Stays alive. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power. But the strikeout rate is under 20%. That one missed. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
And that one hammered back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 18th home run of the season. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
1 down. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Inside, just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And another ball. Liberatore maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That one fouled off. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
To the right side, and that's just foul. Suzuki, the runner at second with one away. It's softly on the ground, left side. Slings to first, and there are 2 outs.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Man at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground, Sajazi tosses across to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. Flexen back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Now 1-1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Right through there, got it. And that's the first out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And that one sliced foul. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. And ball one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And a 1-2. That one missing inside.
Ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one out to right. Two-way down.
Batting seven, the second baseman,
Here's Nolan Gorman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one catches the zone. 0-1.
No ball.
Two out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Two down, nobody on, and misses inside. Inside, and it's 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Kelly sizes this one up. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one is upstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And there's ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
The catcher.
So two down. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. On the ground, right side. And that is the third out of the inning. So one left for the Cardinals. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Kelly.
Come on, Carson.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And the 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Pitch misses, and now 3-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Michael Busch in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Way inside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
Now, Matt Shaw in the air left field. And that is that. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, on to the third inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And that's in the dirt. And that's outside.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cardinal DH, Brendan Donovan. Grounded out his first time. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And it falls. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Mason.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And that one fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And the 0-1. And fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball.
In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. It gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
1 out, the runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball 1 there. Falling behind 2-1.
2 balls.
Runner at
1
second,
strike.
2 down.
Ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chris Flexen out of the game. He's responsible for the runners on base. New pitcher coming on. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes
Cubs,
a new arm for the Cubs. Shota
number
Imanagi.
18.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
First and second, 2 outs. Burleson now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That misses. 1-0. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Base hit into center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Ian Happ. That
Ball
one
one.
misses. Ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one is absolutely belted. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A
Now
bit of a lost
batting,
start for
the
some, so
designated
that was
hitter,
nicely done to beat the
Kyle.
odds. Just a solid
Tucker.
swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's
1-2.
outside. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is
Now
getting ahead in
batting,
the count.
the right
And
fielder.
as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters
50.
become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that one pulled foul. Happ stands at first with 1 out. Snap throw to first. Happ back on a dive.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Late swing fouled off. And that one
1-2.
missing inside, a sharp slider. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Happ on his way to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
1 out, runner at second. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A little bit high, and it's 1-2. 1 out and a runner at second. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. First time up, he grounded to third. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball line to center. And it gets down for a base hit. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Two runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next one just misses. Now 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Digging in, Michael Bush. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that misses. And it's 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's in there. Movement in the bullpen. Sonny Gray, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 49 warming up as well. Next one misses, and now 3-1. Nico Horner waiting to hit for the Cubs. The 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hit in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 on with 2 away. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Kelly. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 5-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberatore done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
They go
the
with one of their
Cardinals.
more experienced arms in
Number
this spot,
54.
Sonny Gray.
Sonny
Should be a good first matchup
Gray.
for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Hot shot to third. Handles, throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Here at Wrigley
Leading off for
Field,
St. Louis,
now the third baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
Sajazi.
Shota, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the dirt, and the count is 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
And first offering is fouled off. And downstairs. Outside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Full count.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
The batter. The
2 outs,
baseman,
base is empty.
Nolan
And up next for
Gorman.
St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Outside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here at the friendly
Leading
confines,
off for the
John
Cubs,
Sciambi and Chris
the left
Singleton
fielder,
with you.
Ian
And leading off the bottom of the 4th,
Happ.
Ian Happ.
Here we go, Cubbies.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing
Now
really
the
got in on
designated
him. And
hitter,
you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Tucker,
1-0.
the next to hit, takes outside.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch
2-1.
misses way outside. That catches the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Next
Ball,
pitch
go.
off the plate. And that's ball 3.
count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 down,
Seiya.
base is empty. Seiya Suzuki,
Suzuki.
the next Cub to hit. And that's
Ball.
outside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Just missed. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. And that one fouled off. Suzuki, the runner at first with 2 gone. The next offering misses, and that is ball 1. Runner takes off. It's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back.
Let's go, Cubbies. Let's go.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. Cubs strand a couple, but they have a 5-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Shota back to work. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Cardinals need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And another ball.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. And that's in there at the knees. And it's fouled away. Bounced up the middle. Swanson throws to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Walked his first time.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Cubbies leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Way high there. And the count 1-2. The other way. Fair ball.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brendan.
Back to the top of the lineup, Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. To the right side, Horner. Tosses to first.
He's out.
Now 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That
Ball.
one missed.
Hee-haw. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Next
Ball.
offering upstairs.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Ground ball left
Foul
side,
ball.
and it goes just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fastball is outside. And they'll do it again. Out to short, Win. The throw to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, that was
Now
a good
batting,
job to
the
make
first
sure he had a
baseman,
good
Michael.
handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw, and sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
Michael Busch, the next to hit. Fought off foul. Ripped, but it curls foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed
The
stuff.
batter,
Here's
number
my
2,
fastball.
second
If you can
baseman,
hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs. See you later.
Warner.
Definitely built your confidence out on the mound.
Corner
1-0.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And it
2-0.
skips into dirt. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Out to short. Over to first. Out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, top 6. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Hard hit left side. Swanson fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, the right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen. Brad Keller appears to be getting loose. Wicks, a left-hander, also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the
Now
corner
batting,
where you can't
third
really do
baseman,
much damage,
Thomas
but it's close enough to where
Zadinski.
you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Sajazi
that's a
stands
ball.
in with 2 away as he
1
takes a ball.
No strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Suzuki makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Andre Palante takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now
Leading
Matt
off
Shaw,
for the Cubs,
0 for 2
the third
in this
baseman,
one.
Matt Shaw.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Phil Maton preparing to come on if needed. Yo 1. And that
Ball
one is
1.
inside ball 1. There's a strike. struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from
Now
the hitter,
batting,
low and
the
away
left
with some
fielder,
good
Ian.
action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Pat in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering misses, and 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Hap lays off. Center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
2 outs,
Kyle
base is empty. Stepping in, the
Tucker.
long ball threat, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Off the mark there. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar has this one sized up. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left
Leading off
fielder,
for St.
Lars
Louis, the left
Nootbaar.
fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Let's go, Cubbies!
First
1-0.
pitch, not close. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And
Ball
delivers outside.
That's up. Ball 3.
Hit in the air out to center field. Crow Armstrong snags it, and there's 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. He is struck out, and he is walked. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
1-1.
The Cubs leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 now. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Happ fires it in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. Gorman leads off second with one gone in the inning. And another ball. And that one hit to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Now a chance for Victor Scott. And first offering is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that one wrapped foul. And that one misses up and in. Ball one. Runners are at the corners, one away. Grounded to third. Could be two. To Horner at second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
I promise you, they're guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brendan Donovan. That one is hammered right field. Going back on this one. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Shota Imanaga is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New
Cubs.
pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Drew
Number
Pomeranz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So runner at second, 2 down. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is out of here. A 2-run homer. It's 5-4. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Contreras at the plate now. That's ball one.
Ball, no strike.
Pomerantz, 36 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Looking to get the tying run on base. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bush takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So it's 4 runs for him on 4 hits, no errors, no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 4. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Burleson settles underneath it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete
Crow Armstrong now at the plate. 1 for 3. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one way
1-2.
inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things.
The batter, number 7.
When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swanson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Full count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 4. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
Well,
Now
good luck
pitching
against
for
this
the
guy.
Cubs,
He's been extremely tough to hit
number
this year.
24.
His numbers are excellent.
Caleb.
Well, 1-run game.
Thielbar.
And the batter now, Alec Burleson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Herman Baker up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Keller also throwing. Misses the
2-2.
zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Thomas Sajazi in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Back to work, 3-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Garrett Hampson.
Garrett.
Now at the plate, Thomas Sajazi. 0 for 3 in this one. And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Newbar stands in now, looks at that one inside. Line drive, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
So now a pinch hitter, Nolan Arenado.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
First offering, runner goes. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
So 2 down now, and here is Pedro Pajes. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they strand a pair. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 4.
Pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Leahy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jose Fermin comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman.
Number 15.
Now the catcher
Jose
up to hit, Carson
Fermin.
Kelly, known for his late inning heroics. pitch
Ball.
misses inside, and that's ball one. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His 12th of the season. It's 6-4.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So here's Horner now, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That misses,
1-0.
and it's 1-0. Pulls that one foul. Next offering is fouled back. One on, nobody out, a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high
Now
fastball in a
batting,
2-strike
the third baseman,
situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Shaw, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that one is off the top of the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kyle Leahy departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
On the
St.
mound
Louis,
now, Phil Maton.
number
He's throwing the ball
88.
very well overall this
Phil
season. He's been really tough to
Maton.
get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
One out, runner at second. Ian Happ up to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati, grew up in Pittsburgh.
No,
and that
that's
one
down.
cutting but missing down low. Man at second. And that's
Ball two.
downstairs. Now 2-0. And
Three
another
ball.
ball.
No
So
strike.
definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And ball four, two aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Up
guy at
next
the plate
for the
was not going to help
Cubs,
him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Kyle.
2 on, 1 out.
Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. This one in the dirt. Shaw over at second. Happ at first. 1 gone. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging. So first and
Now
second with
batting,
2
the
outs.
right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Suzuki.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a foul straight back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Herman Baker. A chance at his first save of the
Now
year.
pitching for the Cubs, number 9, Herman Baker.
And stepping in
Leading
for the
off St.
Cardinals,
Louis,
Victor
the
Scott.
center fielder, number 11,
We talk about guys
Victor
with good speed, and
Scott.
definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fouled off to the right.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it
1-1.
thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Happ makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brendan.
He's 2 outs away. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The Cubbies leading by 3 here at the top of the ninth. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. And that's way high. It's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Liner stayed at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So they're down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. Fouled off left side. This one popped up. Swanson settles under it. Ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.